Okay, this is Deal's Gap. Deal's Gap. This is where the beginning of Tail of the Dragon is. And let's see what kind of cars we got here. Nice Corvette. Look at all the Corvettes right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice Goldwing there. What kind of vehicles we got here? There's the Dragon. Nice bikes there. That's called the Tree of Shame. They put all kind of stuff up on that tree back there of people who have wrecked. And really, you could probably fill up this parking lot with wrecked parts if you wanted to. There's a pretty blue Harley. I like that. You see the Tree of Shame there? They got parts all the way up. Gas tanks, side fenders, all that stuff, tires. Which if you're going to wreck on any highway, this is the top 2 most dangerous highways in America. So, I mean, if you got a wreck, this would be one of them. And they got a restaurant down here, and they got souvenirs. And over here, they got souvenirs and all kind of stuff on top of the hill. There's another building over there. And when you, oh, I like that right there. That's just a simple canopy you put on top of your car. You might could just take that and put it on your car when you're not having it on your motorcycle trailer. Simple trailer design. You see that with the camera. There's a nice Goldwing there. The older model. I think mint condition. Look at many people. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Fine, great. That's loud. Guess he's kind of burning up. That looks like a fireman's emblem on the jacket there. Probably is. Nice looking jacket, I like that. Okay, getting ready to go. I think he's waiting. Yep. And if you go that way, Robbinsville is 18 miles. And this is the beginning here at Deal's Gap, which I call it the beginning, depending on what part you're from. Nice Goldwing there. And everybody rawhides out of here. 129 North, Maryville 35. 25 miles per hour. Now we're in North Carolina. It's going to change. We're going to end up in Tennessee. Starts off here, Tail of the Dragon, pretty simple, but in just a minute you're going to get into a curve to let you know you're on Tail of the Dragon, like this one right here. This is like a 180. and let you know you better get ready. Now when you ride tail of the Dragon, this is kind of a follow-up to another video. Drive at your own pace. Drive at your own pace. Don't be intimidated by anybody. It says high crash area. Now we're in Tennessee. See that sign says Tennessee. So we've gone out of North Carolina into Tennessee in just a short mile or so, and you don't have to worry about cops on the North Carolina side, because it's only like a mile or two to get into Tennessee. This is a short curve here. Keep your eye on the white line, And but when you get into Tennessee, you got to worry about the cops not this close in. I don't know if you can see that sign back there. It's a U-turn. I'm dropping down one gear. I'm looking at the yellow line, and there's a bump. And that's a 180 right here in this curve right here. So that's pretty smooth right there. You cannot tell what a curve is going to be like. It might be 45 degree, it might be 60, 80, 180 degree turn. I've seen them even more than that. 180 is going straight backwards the way you just came, so I mean it's like a hairpin. And I'm swinging out, now I can cut in toward the white line, and that's what scares me with vehicles on this road. Got nothing against vehicles, sports cars, I love to see them, but since they're wide, and they're twice as wide as a motorcycle, so that's the only thing that bothers me a little bit. Drop the gear because we got to go uphill, stand with the yellow line, cutting into the white line, hanging back to the yellow line, getting close to the white line. Now this looks like it could be a sharp curve. Stop here for 1 second. This is a pullover. Now this pullover right here, when you come to a pullover and you got traffic backing up behind you, be courteous enough to pull over and let them go. There's nobody behind me. You want to do a visual? Do not use your side mirrors when you pull out. Turn your head all the way around and look as you pull out. Side mirrors can get you killed or broke up. Okay, so here we go. Yellow. Look at the white. Keep your eye on the white. And just keep leaning that bike. Push with your right hand on the handlebar. That will pull that bike to the right by pushing. You say, no, that's going to push you to the left. No, it won't. Got something to do with the centrifugal force of the wheels and things like that. Push it to the right to turn right. Push it to the left, turn left. I love that color motorcycle. Drop gear 1. Come back around, looking at the white line. swing out to the left is so that you can see farther down. Tail of the Dragon is a little different. There's a pullover right there. This is mile 2. It says mile 2 right there. So we only got 2 miles out of 10. We're just getting started good. One thing about the Goldwing I like, you don't have to change gears that much on the 1800. The old 1200, you have to change gears 2 or 3 times. But with the 1800, you only change the gears like 1 up or 1 down. And that's in the mountains, period, generally. So it saves you from changing gears a lot. Now look at this scenery here. So I'm taking it easy. I mean, I don't have anybody behind me. And always look in your rear view mirrors for somebody behind you. This is not too bad here. This curve right here, you don't know what it's going to be like. Keep focused on the white line. That wasn't too bad. Focus on the yellow line. Now see, that was a pretty sharp curve right there, and there was a car coming around at the same time, which if you'd have went out over the yellow line, you would have hit that car, right? Another thing too, I think it's important when you're riding, like, think about what are your shoulders doing? Loosen your shoulders up, move them up and down. Move your shoulders up and down, forward and backward a little bit. Get them, make sure your shoulders are loose and comfortable. You're not tighten up. That guy come over too much. That guy came over way too much. But you kind of make allowance for those guys. I mean, that happens to all of us. All of us will eventually cross that yellow line a little bit. So, I mean, just be careful with that. And don't be afraid to use your brake. You want to use your brake, don't use your front brake. Most people will say don't use front brake. Use your rear brake, the brake pedal. Okay? And so use your rear brake. And try to brake on the straightaway. Don't brake in a curve if you can help it. Now I just engage my clutch and I'm just swinging around there. Like I'm gonna drop a gear right here, but I got my clutch in. I'm not letting the clutch out, because if the gear's too low, it can lock up the rear wheel. Now I got on the straightaway here just a little bit, and I let the clutch out. Now, if you're a really, really good rider, you know, you've been riding for decades, a lot of this stuff probably don't apply to you, you know. But, you know, if you've been riding all day, like 6, 7 hours, you lose some concentration, some focus, you know. I'm looking at my rear view. I don't see anybody in my rear view, so that's good. Because if there was, I'm going to, if I see a place to pull over, I'm going to pull over. Look at this right here. This is kind of like a 180 right here. And you get in straight away, you can speed up. Now notice on the left side of the road is a pullover. If you're on the right side of the road like we are, do not cross the road. Here's a pullover on the right. I don't like the pullovers and the curves on the right. Woo. That guy was putting his knee out because he was coming in. Now here's something else. Well, he's closing up. That guy, they take pictures and put it on the internet and you can buy them. But do not make the mistake of coming around a curve and looking at Killboy or any of those guys, which I appreciate what they do, but do not make the mistake of looking at them and waving at them while you're looking at them to get a good picture, and then you run off the road or cross the yellow line and hit another vehicle or motorcycle head on. That has happened, you know. So when you see these guys, and they always get in a curve too, because you get the leaning of the bike in a curve and it looks more dramatic. So that's the best place for them to get the best pictures of you coming to them, you in front of them, and you going away. They have you in a curve. Because that's what teledragging is all about, curves, right? Well, like 311 curves in 10 miles, something like that. Right here at the curve, and I waved at him, but I did not take my eyes off the road. I waved at him, but I did not take my eyes off the road. Where you look, there you will go. And if you're looking at those guys, you got a good chance of having a wreck. And it all depends too on how fast you're going, but I mean, you cover a lot of ground going 30, 40 miles an hour on teledragging. In just a second, you're off the road. You take one of these bikes and you run off the road on that grass right there, you're going down. These bikes weigh, well, this weighs 900. A regular cruiser weighs about 750, 800. So that's the only thing about them, is that they weigh so much. You go off into that grass, you're going to go down. So you got to stay on the pavement. Woo. Look at the white line. Another pullover on the right. Now I was trying to mention before, I don't know if I covered it completely. These pullovers, if they're on the other side, do not cross the yellow line to get to them, unless it's a dire emergency or something, because you will get run over trying to do that. That guy's going too slow right there. I don't know what he's doing. Again, when you do teledrag, do it at your own speed, your own leisure. Oh, that's a woman. You get one spot and you say, well, I can speed up here. Scrape a pedal there a little bit. Drop down one gear. Go back up one gear. Swing out, cut in. And when you swing, you got a curve going this way, you swing out, that way you can see farther around the curve. Now you can see this curve because it's pretty visible, and it's close to a 180 right here. Almost makes me want to put on my blinker light, right? Hang to the yellow line here. White line. Yellow line. Focus on the white. If you can picture in your, I know this video's getting long, I have to break it up. If you can picture in your mind between the yellow line and white line, that's your domain right there, okay? man, that was a sharp curve right there. But no matter what's in this other lane, unless it's in your lane, do not focus on that. Just focus what's in your lane. Like I'm just focusing on the white line, the white line, the white line. And I'm not even paying attention to these cars right here, and I know that was a vet. But again, if you look at the vet, you're going to aim toward it, and that's going to be bad. So, now, you know, if you ride... I just stopped and restarted because I don't know how much time has gone by. I've been talking. Okay, so we're riding the tail of the dragon. Some pointers on riding the tail of the dragon. There's so many things you can say, and I just want to give you some ideas. Swing out, then swing in to the white line. Keep your front wheel toward the white line, and don't pay attention to the other lane unless they're in your lane. Swing out, now cut back in toward the yellow. Now keep your eye on this white line because you don't know how sharp this curve is. Stay close to the white line in these curves. The people can come over on the yellow line and hit you, whether it be a motorcycle or a car. We're pretty much at the end of Tail of the Dragon now. When you see this, you're pretty much at the end of it. You don't have to worry too much about any bad curves. This is, I guess, Fontana Lake, which is beautiful. Around one of these curves. Those guys look like they're trying to commit suicide, jump off the dam. Well, jump off the bridge. Now, I've seen them do that before. They're just diving in the water. It seems like they're having fun. Yeah. Tell them, don't jump. Get your motorcycle. Enjoy life. So, don't go faster than you feel safe. I call this the end of the dragon. Some people call it the beginning of the dragon. They got a helipad right here too to pick you up should you need it. And here's a yellow Harley Davidson. That's a different yellow than my motorcycle. But that's nice. That's very nice. So, there's a little house there. I don't remember that house being there. And around the bend, straight ahead, they got all kind of little stuff there too. So, they have car shows, and they put them over here where that helipad is. Because usually if people have a wreck, they'll bring them here to the helipad and fly them out. Now this is kind of new right here. They got the dragon here. I don't remember seeing this part of it. It's pretty neat. Home of the stitching on the dragon.